So, made it. I am in the north part of Jakarta, quite near the National Monument. The taxi driver, he was good, but I mean, he's taken me for two rides. He's taken me to a ride to bring me here and a ride with a price. I was told it'd be about 130 to 150, so that's about 13 to 15 pound. It cost me 20, but it was hell. The only problem I've got now is I've got a problem with the budget for a couple of days, so I'll just have to drink water and walk around. Today I'm just going to settle down in here, clean myself up and get ready for exploring tomorrow. I'll show you my room. So I might be sleeping over there, I think. There's another bed here. It's really small. Well, fit a couple of single beds in. Blah de blah, with them later. And out here, so I'm actually above, oh, there's some bunk beds next door. I'm actually above a workshop of some form, kitchen. I don't think I'd find it on my own. We've got Wi-Fi. I'm allowed to have coffee, and there's water there, so that's the night lockers. And then round here is the shower room. That's not it though. It's got a shower in here, and then English toilet or Western toilet and a shower in there. So that is my accommodation for 4 days. The problem is if it's £20 each way to the airport, that's going to crush the budget. So I need to have a look if there's, surely there's a train to the airport, but couldn't find one. So I'm going to chill out now and I'll catch up with you later. So the information behind the door, it says smokers come up to the roof, and I thought, well, if there's a roof there's going to be a view, and there sort of is. So interesting times. It's nice up here, so I might come up here with my coffee and just have a sit. It's a bit warm though, and the National Monument and the mosque are very close, so that'll be good for walking and have a look at later. So I'm looking forward to 4 days in Jakarta. That's the mosque and the National Monument. It's not bad, it's very smoggy, but people did say it was smoggy. So I'm just heading out to the shop to get some snacks. I'm not going to go out wandering today because I've just arrived, and as you can see I've still not had a shave and shower. But I want to get some snacks and something to drink. It's illegal to have alcohol in this country. But I'll be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. I've read a few things about pickpockets and crime, so I'm not going to be having the camera out in the open until I'm a bit more confident. So until we get to tomorrow and I'm out and about the National Monument and places like that. So this is downstairs, and we've got a guard that's going to come and let me out, so I'm going to put the camera away. So the 7-Eleven was being built, so that's not open. I've come down an alley and across the main road to a mall, and got some bakery and had a coffee in the equivalent of Starbucks. So I'm guessing I go up one floor and I can go across a bridge instead of crossing the road, and then head back to the room and freshen up and have a sleep, I think. I'm guessing this is the bridge, seems like it. Yeah, there's even shops on top of the bridge as well. I seem to be very close to the hair market. There's lots of hair dyes and hair for sale, lots of motorbikes everywhere, and I'm just coming into an art bit and I'll head back down the alleyway back to the accommodation then. So today I'm exploring Pasar Baru, which is the oldest shopping street in Jakarta. It was opened in 1800s and it's supposed to be fascinating, and I'm also going to get some lunch while I'm here. Let's go and have a look at Pasar Baru. So Pasar Baru is known for its clothes shops and its music shops and its food. A lot of the times this is pedestrians only, but today it seems like we're letting cars through for some reason. So normally it's a little bit quieter, but some fascinating shops. First thing I'm going to do though is get some lunch. So it's really busy today, but it's not too hot. I'm going to try and have some of the local cuisine, which should be funny, because everybody should know I don't like spicy food, and I'm going to give it a try. Lots of wholesome ingredients here. Small, looks good. What? Ah, looks good. Looks good. And what? Yeah. Yeah. And what's it called again? What's it called? Name?
Yes.
What's the name of it?
What? The name is Soto Betawi.
Soto Betawi. So this is what we're trying. So we also have this sauce that seems spicy. It's not, it's like soy sauce. It's like a sweet syrupy soy sauce, it's really nice. So, not what it's called. Good. So this is what the dish is called. Soto Betawi. It's very nice, not too spicy. Just dreading the bill. It's a good tasty food, not expensive as well. I mean, it was £1.64, so maybe the locals pay a little bit less, but it was 26,000 rupee, so not too bad. Now I'm going to try and find coffee before I head back down Pasar Baru to do a bit of filming. So at the moment I'm in the indoor market, which is fascinating. You've got potions and lotion shops, and you've also got lots of jewellers and everything you need, really. Apart from I'm not buying, I'm just looking for coffee. So I found the camera floor, all old cameras, lots of repair shops, lots of temptation. Still haven't found coffee though. We'll keep looking. I'm up in the food court of another market, predominantly fish up here. I'm actually looking for the deep fried chocolate banana and a cup of coffee. I am next to a supermarket though, so I'm going to pick up some packet coffee for the room, because there's plenty of boiling water there. And lots of people are staring at me. 7:30 in the morning. And I'm heading towards the National Monument. I've had a coffee this morning, but I'll pick up breakfast a little bit later. So out and about. This is my last full day in Jakarta before I move on to Bali. So I thought get out early and investigate. So let's see what we can find today. I always get interested in signs, me, and there's a sign I'm going to show you in a second, which I think is what Haribo used to be called before it was called Haribo. So it was called Harry Brothers, I think. I think they decided that that wasn't working for them, so they changed it to Haribo. And of course that works better. So I keep walking, I've only been walking for a couple of minutes. And I'm really hot and it's already busy. It took me a long time to actually get in the National Monument Park. It's fenced off all the way round, which means it's now hot. It's only 8:15, but it must be in the 30s. I'm boiling, I need a drink, I need to cool down. I can't really show you the National Monument because the sun's in the way, although I will try. But let's see what today brings. I am in the park around the National Monument. You might be able to see it just there. However, there's so much smog in this country that you can't see very far at all. And when you come into the park, it really stands out how much pollution is around. Traffic is horrendous. Walking is really difficult. The National Monument itself was built in the 60s. It's to celebrate independence from the Netherlands. It took them quite a while to complete it because they kept running out of money, but it's now one of the highest buildings in Jakarta, and apparently you get great views when there's no smog. I must say that it would be quite nice walking around here if it wasn't so hot, really humid, early in the morning. It's difficult to find shade. What I'm going to do now is head out of the park of the National Monument and walk around its perimeter and see what I can find as I wander around there. But extremely hot, extremely uncomfortable. However, there's lots of people playing badminton, exercising, jogging, lots of police in the park. Interesting deer on the side of the park. Getting into this park proved difficult. Getting out is even harder. I've walked around the perimeter and haven't found a gate yet. I found some deer. I will have to continue my search to get out of this place. And I'm now melting. This has to be the most secure public park in the world. I've now walked around the perimeter. I actually got to a guard by a gate. The gate was locked and the guard says, "You keep moving." You might be able to see behind me on the railings, they have razor wire. I have no idea why the park is so secured. I mean, you've got the National Monument, but surely you want visitors to come in. I'm now going to end up going out the same door that I came in on. So for me, that is a complete waste of time. I'm stressed, I'm hot, and I am not liking Jakarta at all. So here we go, another gate, and it's all locked up. It is the gate I came in on, just past here. So in the whole park, there is one gate open, and the place is massive. So I've just walked around the perimeter just to find my way out. Seriously naffed off. Now I'm getting convinced that somebody's running around ahead of me, locking the gates and just making me walk. I've come to another entrance that's locked with a security guard that says just keep walking. It is ridiculous. You could die in this park and nobody would notice. And I've decided that the people that are around pruning trees and sweeping up, I think they're prisoners. I think I'm really in a prison camp. If you're ever thinking of coming to Jakarta, don't. Traffic, pollution, rubbish, it's just not worth it at all. Transit through, yeah, if you're going to Bali, which I've not seen yet, but at the moment my expectations are pretty low. But I've run out of water, I'm really hot, I'm really flustered, quite stressed, my feet hurt. This is ridiculous. So this might be my last video because they might find me in a heap somewhere in a week. Battle on. Possibly found out why I'm locked in. I've got a gate that's open. Behind me there's about 500 police officers. I've asked one of them what's going on and they said, I said is it a parade, and they went yes. But now I've got to the gate, there's some protesters outside the gate. So some form of protest going on, that's probably why the police presence, and they're going to walk through. So I'm going to head out and try and find somewhere with air conditioning. I've got some guys shouting through a microphone with a uniform on, and since I've been here they've put all this razor wire up and there's a big police presence. So no idea, but I'm not going to hang around. I'll go back the way I came and then that way and on my way, but obviously some demonstration today. But yeah, huge police presence, but the chap talking is in uniform. Maybe the police are going on strike. Did I mention there's a lot of traffic? Ridiculous. This is normal. Well, I don't think I've ever been to Cloud, finding the worst restaurant in the world. I'm coming and eating here. I found a McDonald's. I've been walking for an hour and a half. I'm boiling. I'm a long way from where I want to be, which is near my apartment. Therefore I'm going to eat this and get on either a taxi, scooter or a tuk-tuk. I've already asked the price and it's nearly the same price as the taxi from the airport, so I need to negotiate a bit. Food first. So I shouldn't be eating a mint really, should I? But I've just arrived in my room. It took me ages to get here. Different than Malaysia. It's busy, it's hot but not as humid. But it's crazy, they've got people, patrols and people parking, so it's just...